Hi everybody, Mike Rogers here from affiliatemarketertraining.com, and in this video I'll be going over the coming Google Penguin update, what to expect. So we do know that a Google Penguin update is going to be coming soon. It is October of 2014 now. It will definitely be coming out before the end of the year and probably within this month, if not, really any day now it could start. So what can we expect from this thing? So first of all, a lot of people will be disappointed with their lack of recovery. So here's what's going to happen. A lot of sites that were hit by Penguin really shot back into the search engine results. So they maybe went from page 1 to page 7 or 8 or in many cases way worse than that. So what I expect to have happen is we're going to start seeing some sites recovering, but it's not going to bring back the old days of when they were recovering maybe on page 1 or page 2 of Google. So they might increase their rankings from maybe page 10 or 12 or 50, and maybe they'll see it increase to page 6 or 7 or 8. So yes, there will be somewhat of a recovery for these people that were previously hit by Penguin, but even this recovery is not going to be the lifeline that a lot of people are hoping that it will be. It's going to help their search engine results if they've been disavowing and removing links and doing all the things they need to do to recover. They will see a recovery, but it's not going to be a full-blown recovery. If you have two websites, one that was hit by Penguin and one that was never hit by Penguin, the site that was not hit by Penguin is still going to rank higher unless that site succumbs to some other future update. So don't expect to start seeing some massive changes in recoveries. It's going to take some time to recover from your Penguin update, even if you've been working on this for a year. Unfortunately, innocent sites will get caught in the crossfire. Again, it always happens. Now, most people who are out there screaming that they are innocent and they don't deserve to get hit by Panda or Penguin, the vast majority of them, unfortunately, they have an image of themselves that isn't accurate. Because a lot of these sites that I research and look at, when people claim that there's no reason they should have been hit by Panda or Penguin, they really were doing things that warranted them being sort of knocked back in the rankings. And I admit that some of the penalties are pretty harsh. However, there are reasons for them being hit for that. Now, unfortunately, there are some sites out there where they didn't do any sort of link building at all, and they got hit by Penguin. Or they did not have websites stuffed with advertisements, but Panda hit them. So this is going to happen again. Now I'm hoping that since Google has been working on this refresh for more than a year now, we've passed the 1-year mark, I'm hoping that one big reason it's taking that long is because they want to minimize this collateral damage that will happen. It's not going to be able to be wiped out completely. There's always going to be a site here and there that gets penalized, and it's really just I don't want to say luck of the draw. It's more like a reverse luck of the draw. So it's going to happen, but I think that Google will do a pretty good job this time of minimizing that risk. Now, another thing that's going to help to minimize that is Google Penguin is going to be refreshed monthly from now on. After this big update goes through, it might not be every 30 days, but on about a monthly basis, it's going to be refreshed, similar to how Panda is right now. So this big update that's going to go through, it's going to be a big update, but it's only going to lay the foundation for future tweaks and updates to come. It's sort of like they're going to be constantly testing and tweaking the algorithm. So if you are hit by Penguin this time, the good news is that it's not going to take, or it shouldn't take, as long to recover, because refreshes will be coming out more often after this. Private blog networks are going to get hammered. So Google has one main enemy right now, and that main enemy is private blog networks. Not so much because, back about a year and a half, 2 years ago, private blog networks were not all that common. So Google knew they existed, but they didn't really care because it wasn't affecting their search engines all that, or their search rankings all that much. Well, this year, sort of starting last year, but really this year in 2014, it's like everybody now is getting involved with private blog networks. There's tutorials everywhere. People are selling, services to set up a private blog network for you for pretty cheap, and it's starting to get out of control. It is starting to affect the search rankings, and Google has had enough of it. So they are going to be hammering these private blog networks. And one big way that I think they're going to be doing that, now PBNs have already been hit. They got hit a few weeks ago. Some of these Panda refreshes have hit them. They're even getting manual reviews on them. But what's going to start happening now is with this Penguin update specifically. I mean, there's a lot of ways that Google's a domain registrar. There's a lot of ways that they can track private blog networks. But what this Penguin update is going to do is take a lot of those sites that people have built private blog networks on with expired domains and things like that. There's a lot of tutorials showing people how to set up a private blog network using expired domains that still have link juice pointed towards them. Now, I won't say most, but a very large number of these expired domains are domains that have already been hit by Panda or Penguin. And this update's not going to make it easier because people are going to be disavowing those sites, or they already have been disavowing those sites, and we really haven't seen the effects yet because there has been no Penguin refresh. But we've had a year here of people using the disavow tool, removing links, and a lot of these private blog network sites, these expired domains were used as private blog or as public blog networks back in the day, or they've already been used for private blog networks, and really they've just sort of been used to the max. They've been spammed and linked to from all sorts of places, and we're going to really see a lot of those sites getting hit and de-indexed. So that's going to be a big problem, and there's other ways that Google will be going after these private blog networks, more than just Penguin, but we're going to see a lot of chatter about PBNs really being hit after this Penguin update. Now, search quality is going to improve temporarily. It's always sort of slightly uphill. I know a lot of people will disagree with me. It kind of goes up a little bit, and then it declines a little bit, and then it goes up even more than it did before, and then it declines a little bit. So the overall trend is actually up. If you look at what search engine results were like back in the late 90s or early 2000s, or even around 2006 and 7, it's a lot better now. People don't want to admit that because maybe their site isn't ranking on the first page for terms that they think it should. But in general, search quality has gone up over time. And we're sort of in a down slump right now. A lot of it has to do because of these PBNs and some black hat tactics that are working. But Penguin is going to take care of a lot of that, and we're going to start seeing the search engine quality improving again. It should improve to a pretty good level before some more black hat methods are discovered, and the whole process will start all over again. So guys, I hope this helped. Come and visit me at affiliatemarketertraining.com. You can sign up for my free affiliate marketer training course. So again, that's affiliatemarketertraining.com. Hope this helped, and I'll talk to you guys next time.